for joining us from Los Angeles, California.
Thank you. I'm in Palm Springs.
Palm Springs.
Yes.
Janeshia, I want to tell you that I am a fan. I've been following your work, and we're going to get into what it means to be a stunt woman. And let's just kind of get into, how did you get into the entertainment industry?
So I first got involved with the industry and doing acting. I was a sports athlete my entire life. I was a jock. I was doing a lot of, print campaigns. I can't even tell you how many I did for like Nike CrossFit, Nike running, Nike soccer. I would get the jock roles for different shows. And, from there kind of transitioned into the stunts from that athletic background I already had.
And you're a wrestler too.
Yes, I did wrestling. I am the only national athlete that's ever been in WOW, which is Women of Wrestling, the largest all-female wrestling promotion in the world. So I did them for, almost like 3 or 4 years. But my character was Frost.
So are you still wrestling now, or have you retired from the four corners?
Oh my God! So I have done a couple wrestling projects where I'm playing like a wrestler on different shows that will come out in 2021, but I'm not in the organization. Yeah, somebody want to bring me back, we could talk about it, but I get a lot of people reaching out to me about wrestling.
But if somebody catches you in the back alley, they're making a big mistake.
Oh, okay, I'll put in my deep freeze. That was my finishing move. It was the deep freeze. They get a deep freeze. Yeah, no dialogue. Right. Deep freeze.
So, Janeshia, let's get into what exactly is a stunt woman, because what does that mean?
So we can just break down what stunts are. Like for me, I would say a stunt is a difficult physical feat or a daring action that requires a particular skill, and it's basically for artistic purposes. So like for TV shows, films, commercials, pretty much that's what a stunt would be. And then me being a stunt woman, I would perform those actions.
Now, are some actors and actresses, do they do their own stunts, or do the majority contract out to stunt men and women?
That's a good question. I think that, based on just my own experience, being a stunt performer, that you will have is who say that they can do their own stunts and they might be able to perform a punch here and there. But as far as like getting a full master of an entire fight scene full speed, you're going to have a lot of stunt people in there because one, the production companies and the directors, they don't want their actors getting hurt or injured, but you will have a lot of actors who will perform with the stunt team, especially for like large action sequences, so that they can get the moves done and perform some of their moves, because it's always good when they can do it. But as far as like, you're not gonna have an actor who doesn't know anything about cliff dive and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do my own cliff dive stuff. Like, nah, bring in the professionals, buddy. That's not what you do.
And I'm assuming you're always expanding your experience so that you can pretty much work for, stunt in any role. Is there any role that's considered just too dangerous for you that you would decline to be a part of?
Oh my gosh. So I am very honest about my skill set. I'm not motivated by the money. So I do not do falls over 30 feet. I don't do any type of motorcycle stunts. I've been called for motorcycles several times. I've been called to do, matter of fact, I use that example. Someone called me for a 40-foot cliff dive for a commercial, major commercial too. And I was like, no, that's not me. But call this person. So I'm very honest about my skills because I don't consider myself a daredevil. I'm a trained professional. And so, yeah, and I can do my own stunts, because I'm actually professionally trained and I act. But yes, I am not afraid to say no. I care about my life. I want to see another day.
And you were in the Black Panther. Wow. What was that experience like? Wow. What was that experience like?
That was awesome. Black Panther was definitely a dream come true. I'm very big into vision boards. And so Marvel was on my vision board. And I just feel like the Lord truly rewarded me for my obedience. I had to shave my head for the role. I, yeah, I totally, tried to get out of it, called my pastor, called everybody. And pastor gave me a word and was like, look, if Jesus could sacrifice it all on the cross, you mean to tell me you can't sacrifice your hair? So
Right.
yeah, so no, Black Panther was awesome. It was just a blessing to work with Ryan Coogler because I lived in the Bay Area when I was going to college, and so I know about the whole Fruitvale case, and he did that Fruitvale Station movie. So it was just, I was like, wow, this is gonna be great. And he had come off Creed, so I really felt like it was a blessing.
Now, if someone watches Black Panther tonight, how do they find you in the movie?
Great question. Okay, so I can be identified with my tattoo over my face. I had a facial tattoo that's over the right side of my face. And if you go back to the Super Bowl commercial, I was the one who was driving and was like, well done, my king. Yes, that was I.
Right. Well, let's go. So you lost a brother in Chadwick Boseman. What was that experience like for you when you got the news that he was ill and then the news that he had passed away?
Yeah, that was devastating. And it still is devastating. This, yeah, that's devastating. I was actually driving cross country to Tennessee. And I had made a pit stop in Santa Fe because that's where my hotel was. And I hadn't even stepped into my hotel room. And part of my crew who hangs out with you called me and was like, hey, and they were talking weird. Like she was talking kind of crazy. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? And she was just like, Chadwick died. I just want to make sure you wasn't in the car. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, so it was crazy because it didn't sit well in my spirit when I saw some of the photos that had got released like months earlier. And it was sad because working with him, he was so big about family on that set. I mean, he was throwing parties for the crew, and I'm emphasizing, I don't care. I can tell you right now, I'm willing to cash lots, throw money on it. I don't know anybody that work in Hollywood that when they throw parties, it's for everybody. Okay, he was not an elite. I was on set with a lot of people who are elitists. Let's just be real. You know about Hollywood. I'm not saying stuff that's not real. He made sure that it was for family. Like he threw a party, invited everybody. I'm talking about crew. I didn't care if you worked in lights, if you was a gaffer. He didn't care. It was like, come to my house, open door.
So did
do a party.
Did you learn any specific lessons from Chadwick that you still carry with you to this day?
I don't want to say if I learned any lessons. I can't sit here and knew what he was going through. But to know through and still be present every day, still give 100%, still fight when it was freezing cold or scorching hot, it's like, wow, he's literally like a walking angel. I don't know if that's the best way I can put it, because knowing what those months, I'm telling you, it was crazy. The constant schedule, and his schedule is way worse than mine. I mean, like, he is number one on the call, and to know after the fact that he was battling this while going through all of that, come on, man. If anybody on set acting crazy, I just worked on a show and a girl in the hair department was acting crazy, and I'm looking at her like, you realize this is a blessing right now. I just worked with a guy who died from colon cancer, and you over here not wanting to put this wig on.
And you know, life is short too, Janeshia. Life is short. We don't know what our number is going to be called. So what kind of word do you have for the viewership tonight? Maybe somebody out there is just dealing with a very difficult moment. Have you ever experienced an obstacle that was so extreme where you just kind of felt like just walking away from everything? And if so, how did you bounce back?
Yeah, so I've dealt with some challenges and still have, and let's be honest, we're all dealing with this challenge right now called a pandemic, right? COVID, because came out of, we all had plans, we all thought we was about to get it in, and it's like, whoo, whole world shut down. So I'm a person of faith. I'm a strong believer. I wear Team Jesus on my heart, on my sleeve. I wear it out. If I can say anything to anybody right now, it would be a couple things. One would be never to allow anybody to deter you from your dreams, aspirations, and goals. Okay, life is way too short. So you ain't got time to, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. No, tomorrow turns into yesterday. Do it now. Your dreams are free. This stuff costs nothing to you. Follow it. Don't allow anybody to track, because your days are numbered. You don't know when you're here. Second thing I would say is, we gonna be all right. Like, there's this song by Ty Tribbett. It's literally called "We Gonna Be All Right." We gonna be all right. God still reigns. He's still blessing. Stay focused. You're doing yourself a disservice if you're hanging out with people who don't speak life, who don't speak good energy. You know, why are you hanging out with somebody and then every time you give them an idea, they're like, "Oh, that ain't gonna work. Oh, that's whack." Like, you in the wrong crew. And I don't know why you're not thinking better of yourself. You know what I mean? So love yourself, so then you don't do extra stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And the last thing I would say, and people laugh at me when I say this, but leave. You don't have to wait for the period. You can leave at the comma. Okay, so one of my favorite words is disengaging. So I don't allow people to come talk to me crazy or say anything off the wall. I'd be like, disengaging.
That's great.
Yeah, because you have to control what you let in here and let in here. So you start talking crazy, I don't need to let you finish your sentence. I really don't. I'm going to leave at this comma and skedoodle on out of here. So I would say that. I just want to empower people, inspire them. Like that. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, don't do yourself a disservice. Don't sell yourself short. You know you come from good stock. Surround yourself with people who speak life to you.
That's you know, you really helped me. And one thing I just pulled out of that is to always try to surround myself with positive energy. That really spoke to me, and I really appreciate you sharing that. How can people follow you, Janeshia?
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram at Hollywood Lady J. That's Hollywood Lady and the letter J.
There it is.
And yeah, that's basically how you mean. Yeah, I'm very active on there.
Hey, you all, this is Janeshia Adams Ginyard, Hollywood stunt woman, wrestler, athlete, doing big things on the West Coast. Look out for her. You know, follow her on Instagram, Facebook. Janeshia, my heart to yours. I appreciate you stopping through.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Due to unforeseen circumstances,